Hi, this is Alex from Adult Services, and welcome to the Intro to ReferenceUSA database tutorial. In this video, you're going to learn a little bit about how you can use ReferenceUSA database to search for company information to get ready for that next job application or job interview. So to begin, let's open up our web browser. I like to use Google Chrome. Go to google.com search engine and then enter. And then type in Fox Lake District Library, enter. And then Fox Lake District Library homepage, you're going to click on that. Once at the homepage, we're going to click on where it says Digital Databases. So click on Digital Databases. And then move down on the screen using your mouse until you get to ReferenceUSA. So when you're in the library, you just click on the ReferenceUSA database logo, and it'll take you to the web database ReferenceUSA. Now, it's actually called Data Axle Reference Solutions. It's under a new name now, but it's still the same database, ReferenceUSA. So Data Axle Reference Solutions is the new name for ReferenceUSA. So when you're at the ReferenceUSA database, you're going to start out with clicking on U.S. businesses. So you have a couple things. You have the quick search where you can type the company name if you know the company name. You can search by executive first name, last name, city and state, and then view results. So let's try one. Let's say we wanted to type in Jewel. Fox Lake, and then Illinois, and then view results. And there we have the Jewel Osco. The first result, you just click on the Jewel Osco result. And then it'll give you the information about Jewel Osco. They have the phone number, if it was a verified record, if they have any job listings, it'll be listed under here. Industry profile, directions, any business demographics, the management directory, business expenditures, business size history. So there's quite a bit of information that you can gather just by looking at the company information on ReferenceUSA. And again, they also have clickable links on the side that match what's on the page here. So you can either go back to the previous results if you wanted to look at multiple results, or you can do a new search. So that's a quick search. The quick search is what it always defaults to. The second kind of search we have is an advanced search, which can be reached by just clicking on advanced search. Or you can do additional filters. And that's also an advanced search. Okay, so let's look at the advanced search. So to start your search, I always leave it on verified business, phone verified, and quality checked. You can choose to do these other ones, but I just leave it mainly on the verified businesses. So we can search by keyword. So keyword is like the type of business we're looking for. So let's say we wanted to work at a restaurant. You can type in restaurants and then type search. And it'll bring up some results. You click once on restaurants, and you see how it shows up in the selected box here. So that's part of the keyword search. But see, we want to narrow down our results, because right now we're going to get restaurants for the entire US. So let's say we wanted to narrow it down by city and state. You can click on where it says city and state, and we can search for Fox Lake, and then go Fox Lake, Illinois, or Fox Lake, Wisconsin, Fox Lake, Illinois. We can also put in McHenry. We're searching for multiple jobs in the area. McHenry, Illinois. There's also McHenry, Nebraska. So, and then we can do Ingleside, Illinois. we can select Antioch, Illinois. We can put in Bolo. So again, you can keep adding just exactly what areas you want to search for. Bolo. And then we got Bolo, Illinois. And then let's do one more, Lakemore. I'm doing all Lakemore, Illinois, and then Spring Grove. I'm just going to pick one more. So again, I'm really narrowing it down to just our local area. Spring Grove, Illinois. Okay, so we have Fox Lake, McHenry, Ingleside, Bolo, Lakemore, Spring Grove, and Antioch. And if you click on one of these, it'll actually disappear off the list. So let's add back Antioch though. And you can't do Antioch, Illinois. You have to just do Antioch, enter, and then you got to select Antioch, Illinois. Okay, so now we have all these. Now you can choose to do additional searches by just checking on the different ones, but we're not going to get into that much detail right now. I'd say let's start with just a keyword and a city, state, and then we do update count. So only 211 records. So you see how it went from 15,000 to now 211. So we really narrowed down the search results. So now we do view results. And here we go. So let's say we wanted to look at, and not on the first page, I'm going to actually do the second page, so page 2. I wanted to look at Culvers. So Culvers in Fox Lake. So I can click on the Culvers in Fox Lake, and it brings up that it's on 100 South US 12, Fox Lake, Illinois. It gives us a phone number. Under job listings, it says that there's nothing at the Fox Lake location, but there's some nearby. There's a crew member in McHenry, Zion, Island Lake, Pleasant Prairie, and Lakes Eric. Okay, so let's say we wanted to go for the McHenry crew member. You can click on that, and that will send you to Indeed.com, which will give you the job summary, the description, where you can apply now. But that's a totally different website. But it'll use Indeed.com to actually allow you to apply for that. But let's say we still want to do some research, though. So you can keep that tab open. We're going to go back to here. And because we want to apply for the McHenry one, I actually don't want to look at the location information for Fox Lake. So what you can do is you can use the back button here. And let's look at the Culvers in McHenry. So there's the Culvers in McHenry. So we click on Culvers McHenry. And now we can research a little bit more about Culvers McHenry so we can get ready for that application or job interview. So all these can be actually collapsed or expanded. Photos, map, and directions. We can actually print a map. You know, you get into the interview that day, you might want to print the map out. So again, it uses the Google Maps. So you can do print map, and you can actually bring that along. It gives you the address, and then go to print, and then it would print out the map. So that would be useful to have. So you can print that out if you'd like. And you just click print, select your printer. And then when you're done with that, just close that tab. So then you can look at that. Business demographics. Some data is not available, some stuff is available. It's part of the Culver franchising system. Square footage, years in the database, 20 years. It was last updated. It's always good to look at your currency. It was last updated on June 2020, so it's pretty current. It was established in 2001, the McHenry location. Has an excellent credit rating. They have their hour of operations, who the manager, the owner is at this point. You can see all their different business expenditures, their sales by year. So it looks, you know, you can look at the employee size by year. So they have a lot of different business demographics. Now this is not available. Nearby businesses. So this is sort of neat. If you click on that, it'll tell you some nearby businesses. So if you wanted to maybe do some searching at some of these nearby businesses, you can get an idea of what's out there. But these will not be restaurants, they're just nearby businesses. So if you're looking specifically just for restaurants, you'll have to go back to the back and search results. So there's some information about the McHenry Culvers. A couple different jobs. Again, if you're interested in the McHenry one, you would click on the job here. And then you would go through Indeed.com, their instructions for how to apply for the job. So let's go back. And let's say we wanted to look at Burger King in Antioch. So I can click on the Burger King in Antioch. And Indeed.com, they look like they have a crew member student, Antioch, Illinois. They also have a Round Lake Beach, Illinois crew member, Waukegan, Illinois. So let's say we wanted to look at that one. You can click on that. And then you have the crew member, where it's located, and you can apply now. So then we might do some research. We can look at the industry profile, making sure that we're in the Antioch version, Antioch, Illinois Burger King. And again, very similar demographics. All the different data, sales. Okay, so that's one way you can search for information in the ReferenceUSA database. So if we click on New Search, we can go back and actually do another search doing the different keywords. We can search by zip code. So let's say we wanted to do a keyword search. I wanted to look at grocery shopping service or grocery retail. You can select multiple: grocery specialty foods, shopping service, wholesale. So you can put a couple different things in there, the keywords. And then we can do by city and state. Let's say we wanted to look at just what was happening in the state of Illinois. We can do the whole state of Illinois. And now remember, it was 15,000. We do update count, so it narrows it down to 3,400. If we wanted to say what was maybe in Florida, we can do update count. And now you're up to 10,000. So depending on which states you want to look at, Kentucky, update count. And then maybe we're looking at, oh, I don't know, let's say Wisconsin. And then update count. Number of employees, you could actually say maybe I want to work in a smaller business, so maybe like 20 to 49. You do update count. Now it's down to 942. So depending on what you turn on and turn off, will depend on what you're going to get. And then you do view results when you're done. And then here's what's coming up. So then you have by city and state. So right now you're going to get like all the Florida ones first. It's all in alphabetical order. And if you don't like what you see, you could always revise the search. So let's say we only want to see what's in Illinois and maybe Wisconsin. Let's just say Illinois and Wisconsin. And do update count. And then let's say we didn't want to narrow it down by number of employees. So we could do remove that and then do update count. And now we actually got more results. So view results. So there's 5,000 to go through. And then this again is in there's starting with Illinois, and you'll eventually get to, there's still 209 pages to go through. So we may want to still narrow that down a little bit. So revise search. Maybe we only want to look at, let's try number of employees, 5 to 9 employees, a very small company. So update count, 749, and then view results. So let's say we wanted to work at, let's say, the 7-Eleven in Mount Prospect. You can click on that one. And it sometimes doesn't come up with job listings found for 711, but it'll still give the data if you wanted to learn more about that particular company. So. Okay, so to get back to your home page, you can tap on the Data Axle Reference Solutions icon. What is this? US Jobs Internships. So if you just want to specifically look for the jobs first, then rather than searching for the businesses, you can click on US Job and Internships. Click on that keyword. So let's just say restaurant. We could say even restaurant manager, restaurant general manager, restaurant depot, or restaurant cook. Let's say we want to be a cook. Where? We'll say in Fox Lake, Illinois. So we got Fox Lake, Illinois, restaurant cook, and then view results. And we're bringing up ones that are sorted nearby Fox Lake. So McHenry, Kenosha, Gurnee, Lake Zurich. So let's say you wanted to work at the Noodles and Company in Crystal Lake. You can actually click on where it says restaurant team member, and then it'll bring you to the Indeed.com where you'll then apply through Indeed.com. So let's say we wanted to learn a little bit more about that particular one. So you can click on the Noodle and Company Crystal Lake company name, and that will actually bring up the ReferenceUSA database, Noodle and Company, where it's located. It'll tell you what the job listings in the nearby area is, and then your business profile, demographics, map. So again, a lot of data to go through. Definitely take a look at it, and you'll be able to see what you can learn about the company. If you wanted to access the ReferenceUS database from home, there's a couple ways you could do it. One, you can go to the Google Play Store, and on the Google Play Store, you can type in the app ReferenceUSA. Make sure you put okay, Data Axle ReferenceUSA, Reference Solutions. That's the one that you would download, because remember, Reference Solutions Data Axle is the new company. So then you would click on Install, and you can download that onto your device that takes the app. And then when you're actually on the app, you'll then search by zip code or by library name, and then you'll be prompted to enter in your 14-digit library card number. You can also access the same thing through the Apple Store or the Microsoft Store. So depending on what device you have, it'll depend on where you can download the app, but it's called the Data Axle Reference Solutions app. That's the ReferenceUSA database. And thank you for coming to today's program today. Stay tuned for future programs on social media such as Facebook and our YouTube channel. Also check our website for updates on future programs. And you have a great day.